Hey there, it's your Brain Body Bible Coach. I wanted to hop on here and share a little bit about cycle syncing. What is cycle syncing? Well, cycle syncing is a way to live around your hormonal cycle. So we have four phases, ladies. We have the menstrual phase, the follicular phase, the ovulatory phase, and the luteal phase. And your menstrual phase is your inner winter. Your follicular phase is your inner spring. Your ovulatory phase is your inner summer, and your luteal phase is your inner autumn. And ladies, when we can learn how to exercise depending on which phase we're in, when we can eat depending on which phase we're in, how we live our life based on which phase we're in, it really helps us embody ourselves in the feminine energy. So that does not mean though, however, I want to make myself clear about this. In the menstrual phase, when you are in your inner winter, should you rest more? Absolutely. But if something comes up that you really want to go to, and you're not going to just not go because you're in your inner winter phase, it just means that you're going to still choose to rest more. You're going to find ways to rest. Because, ladies, when we are bleeding, we are shedding things that no longer serve us. We are, it's a thing that has to happen. And we do need to rest because our hormones are super, super low during the menstrual phase. And we need to honor ourselves in that way. And when we do honor ourselves in this ways, it helps our symptoms of PMS. It can help our symptoms in the menstrual phase. So when we learn how to live this way with exercising around our cycle, and when we learn how to eat around our cycle, it just makes for a better health. It helps our hormones balance. And symptoms, if you're having some symptoms with your female cycle, it should actually decrease those. And how we think about our cycle is so important too. If we have a negative mindset about having a period, we're going to have more symptoms. If we learn how to think of our period in a positive way, and we learn how to love ourselves, and we learn how to treat ourselves around our cycles, ladies, it's a game changer. I've been doing cycle syncing now for about 6 months, and it's made a huge impact on how I see myself, how I see my menstrual cycle. It's helping me embody my feminine energy. Um, it's just changed my life. And so I want to share a lot more about cycle syncing and how it can change your life too if you learn how to live with your cycle. See, men have a 24-hour cycle. We have a 25 to 32 day cycle depending on when your period starts. And when we learn how to move with our hormones and we learn how to honor our bodies, this really, really just helps us thrive. And so I'm going to be sharing more about each phase of the cycle. How do we eat around each phase? How do we exercise on each phase of our cycle? And how do we, live during each phase of our cycle? And of course, there's going to be things that come up in life. Life happens. I understand. But we need to learn not to push ourselves during different phases of our cycles. We need to learn how to go more inward in the luteal and menstrual phase. We need to learn how to be more outward in the follicular and ovulatory phase. And when we learn how to do that, we will thrive. So I just want to share a little bit about that and how this has really helped me step into my feminine energy. It's helped me not be so much in my masculine energy all the time. Before my injury, I would push and push and push and push. I would exercise so hard on my menstrual cycle. And it would just leave me feeling extremely exhausted, fatigued. I was constantly trying to overachieve. It led to sickness. It really did. For me, it led to disease. And so I just can't stress to you enough the importance of learning how to honor your cycle. And I will be sharing more. So stay tuned. Thanks for listening.